Hey everyone, welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff, and today we're going to talk about all the books I hauled in May. So May was a pretty big book shopping month for me. I hauled 17 different books. Three of those were regular monthly book boxes that I get. A bunch of them I bought secondhand from Bookman's, and then I also have been working on finishing up my Twisted Retreat collection. I'm trying to get all of the books. I think there's only like four more that I need. So I bought a bunch of those off of Pango and Mercari as well. So let's take a look. I think we'll start off with my book box books. The first book box that I get every month is Book of the Month. Usually I get their thrillers. However, last month in May, they had The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I absolutely love their books. This one was super cute. I already read it. Very summery, beachy vibes. It is a rom-com. It's got fake dating, marriage of convenience, and a ton of family drama. The second book box that I got was the Probably Smut book box. And for May, they did Whistleblower by Kay Cove. I don't know a ton about this one, and I like to go into my books not knowing much, but I know this is book one of the Paladin series. It is spicy, it's romantic suspense, it's got Touch Her and Die, and a morally gray alpha hero. The next book I have is by Twisted Retreat, and their May book was Blood Covenant by Alan Baxter. So they all have a special dust jacket as well as a foiled hardcover and special end papers. Just show you. So this is the foiled edge, or the foiled cover. And then the end papers are nice and bloody. They also have sprayed edges. We've got a little demon here. And this is another one I don't know a ton about yet because I didn't read it. But I know it's kind of like a bank heist gone wrong. They go to lay low in this cabin, but the owners are home, so they get taken hostage. There is bloodshed. There is an ancient malevolent being, and I'm super excited to find out more. The next one I have is When the Night Bell Rings by Joe Kaplan. This is another Twisted Retreat edition, so we have sprayed edges, special dust jacket, as well as foiled edges and end papers as well. I love the Western vibes in this one, seeing as I'm from Arizona. It really fits the bill. And then just these crackled end papers. This one is about a Western mining town. These two women go into this mine to seek shelter. They find this old diary and find out about a curse that is dwelling in the mine, and now they have to figure out a way to escape. The next book I have is Neverest by T.L. Bodine. I'm not a huge fan of the dust jacket on this one, but we've got the sprayed edges. It says do not rest with a little mountain climber, and then just kind of blood dripping on the edges there. This one, though, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can't get over how pretty this edition is. But this one is kind of special because the dust jacket is reversible, and I love the reverse side so much. I can open it. Like, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Neverest is about a woman whose husband goes missing after he takes a trip up Mount Everest, and she has to get together a group of his friends to try to go find him, but there is an ancient evil force protecting the mountain. The next one I have is Linghun. This is a short story collection. The first novella in here is the main one, and it is definitely a grief horror. It's a mysterious town where all the dead live again as spirits because their families aren't ready to like let them go. And there's also a couple very short stories at the end of this one as well. And this one is like a leathery feel to it. So there is no dust jacket, it's just this, but it does still have the foiling, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The last book to round out my Twisted Retreat buying addiction is The Woodkin by Alexander James. I love the campy vibes on this one. It's so gorgeous. The sprayed edges, we have like this campfire and the sun setting with the trees. Beautiful. This one is about a hiker that's trapped on a mountain ridge. And there's kind of this mysterious, creepy small town with all kinds of signs about like hikers going missing. And then our main character comes across this mysterious group of people called the Woodkin, and he's trying to get help from them. But absolutely gorgeous. That is all for my Twisted Retreat collection, but I did go thrifting at Bookman's for some used books. The first one I was lucky enough to pick up was Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey, which is actually a pretty new release, so I was surprised to find it used. But this is a golf rom-com. Bad boy golfer falls for his biggest fan while trying to get his career back on track, and she is trying to save her family's business. This is grumpy sunshine to the max, and it has type 1 diabetes rep in it. The next book I picked up at Bookman's is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. This one is kind of like a taboo romance. It is forbidden love. It is age gap. It is boyfriend's dad. I actually recently read it. I had super high hopes for this one, and it unfortunately fell a little short for me. The next book I picked up at Bookman's secondhand was A Deadly Education by Naomi Novak. This is book 1 of the Scholomance series. I don't know a ton about this one either. I just know it's like dark academia. There is a school of magic, and it is like a brutal coming of power story. And then I also picked up Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. This is part of the Cosmere, and it is one of his secret project books. This is a fantasy romance. These two main characters, they are both like protectors of their own worlds, and somehow their paths align, a bridge connects, and they need to work together to solve a mystery and save the worlds. I also picked up World War Z by Max Brooks. This one is a documentary style, oral history records, apocalyptic fiction. There's a zombie war going on. Humanity is about to be eradicated. And I definitely recommend the audiobook for this one because it is narrated by like an all-star cast. So we have voice actors like Nathan Fillion and stuff all throughout the book if you listen to it. It's really fun. Then I also picked up Sign Here. I know this one is a Book of the Month edition, but I did not get it from Book of the Month. I did get it secondhand from Bookman's. I know this one is dark humor. It's about a guy and he works in hell. And he's right on the cusp of getting a big promotion, but he has to get one more member of this wealthy family to sell their soul. The last book I picked up secondhand is Murder Road by Simone St. James, another kind of new release, so I was surprised to find it. But this is about a young couple that just finds themselves haunted by a string of gruesome murders that were committed along this old deserted road. All right, and then I have 2 books that I did actually pay full price for. The first one I picked up at Barnes & Noble, and that is The Fall of Hyperion by Dan Simon. This is the second book in the Hyperion Canto series. I don't want to go into detail that much, seeing as it is like the second book of the series, but there are these mysterious time tombs, an epic adventure, and kind of like this ragtag team. And then the last book I picked up, I actually pre-ordered on Amazon, which is Gleam by Raven Kennedy. It is book 3 in the Plated Prisoner series. These books were actually picked up by Bloom Publishing, so they're re-releasing all of them. So they have just the basic gold sprayed edges along with this gorgeous dust jacket, and like the gold flowing on all of them will kind of align when you get the whole set together. And this one actually has really pretty naked hardback as well. I've still only read book 1 of this series so far, but I am excited to continue. It is a King Midas reimagining, so there's Fae, there's Fated Romance, and we have our gold-plated main character. All right, everyone, those are the 17 books that I hauled in May. Let me know down in the comments if you got any new books recently that you're excited about. Also, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future hauls and bookish content. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and have a great day. Bye!